I like those. That's a good time.
Twitch says the title is invalid. Oh, well.
Oh, you're invalid. You must have characters in there that don't belong.
Yeah, because I try to make it say the shitty ass show.
What?
Yeah.
We're a family show. We don't want to get a bad YouTube rating for mature audience.
I know. Wouldn't that be crazy? I'm just going to call it the show.
Life is crazy. 2020 is crazy.
There. Now on Twitch, we're just the show.
We're the show. I like that. It's the show. And welcome. It's the social hour. It's the time to hang out with friends and have fun and kick back and have a cocktail.
I don't have a cocktail ready.
No.
I just came from Costco.
Oh, did you now?
Yes. I did the run that used to be a pain in the ass. And now they're so smooth. Well, we'll talk about once the show actually starts, because we haven't even started the show yet.
This is the show for everybody to come and hang out. So soon there will be a link in the comments for you to hang out as we get started for the beginning of the social hour.
Yes, and here we go.
And there we start.
Every time I see it.
I
mean, bravo, because you find something new every time you watch it.
There's little nuggets. There's little gems in there throughout. Adam Jones is in the comments. He's already talking about the finale of The Mandalorian, which I have not watched.
Me neither.
No spoilers.
No spoilers. I haven't watched this season yet.
I
wanted to binge it. I was waiting till the end.
Well, I think it's time. I think next Friday. Or no, actually, we're talking about doing next Wednesday. So by Wednesday, Wednesday we can have a Mandalorian blowout.
Yes, because here's Wednesday is Festivus, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
And
I don't know. You told me, so I have no idea.
So we're gonna take Friday off because it's Christmas.
It is Christmas next Friday. Yeah,
yes.
So we won't be here.
And for our non-Jewish friends,
well, it's still Christmas.
It's still Christmas no matter what.
Yeah, exactly.
And Christmas Eve is, we don't want to do a show on Christmas Eve. So we are going to do a Festivus for the rest of us Wednesday show.
Right.
So Monday will be our final. No, we'll have one more holiday movie show.
Yes. We get another. Yeah, absolutely.
And it's Pee-wee's holiday.
I'm hoping Dave joins us tonight because I want to clarify exactly which Pee-wee holiday special we're watching.
Yeah, my mom was trying to find it. She's like, I don't know.
There's a holiday on Netflix. There's a Pee-wee's holiday on Netflix, but then there's the holiday episode of The Playhouse.
I think that's what it was.
And I thought that's what it was. So we need to verify that. And it's that and the Santa Claus, Tim Allen.
Right.
Which that's gonna be a fun conversation on Monday night. If you've never joined us for the film festival before, you want to make sure you do that. But this is the social hour where we come together, we tell stories, we talk news, we it will have there's always airing of grievances all the time, Michael. Right. And so there's lots of opportunity, and we're gonna play some games, some old classic games tonight. And so it's a social hour. And so we want to be social. We want you to join us. Click the link in the comments. Come on board. Doesn't matter. Your hair and makeup don't have to be perfect.
But they couldn't wait.
No, it's all right. We'll take you as you are, honey. And we want, so please join in for an evening of fun. I had Dave shared the link in the comments to exactly what Pee-wee special we're watching for Monday. Of course, I can't ever grab that from the comments that way. I shared them. There it is. Anybody wants to write that down? We'll make sure we get people on the right page about that.
Adam's in a monsoon. Well, good. I thought you drove a Dodge.
Oh,
he's in a monsoon. All right. Well, I guess he's got a monsoon.
Is it electric? Is the electric, or is it runs on water?
The electric monsoon. Yes.
So, So here's a question for you. And I hate to kick off the show with getting us kicked off the air. So maybe I'll share this for the end. I found a great YouTube video. I don't think we'll get us kicked off the air, but I'm going to save it for the end. And if it kicks us off of a couple platforms, we'll save that for the end. I don't want to get kicked off early.
All right.
Okay. So I believe it is Pee-wee's, the TV show, Pee-wee's Playhouse. Based on Dave's description, he says it's the one with Charo, Frankie and Annette, and Dinah Shore. And I believe it's the one where, if you've ever seen it before, it's the one where Pee-wee keeps giving everybody gifts, and he's very unhappy that people aren't giving him gifts.
Oh, all right.
If I recall correctly, that's my memory of when we watched it, and I believe it is streaming somewhere. So we'll confirm that by the end of the night. So yeah. So what's up with you, Mr. Rosenberg?
Well, like I said, I went to Costco. And I have to say, on a Friday, I'm like, why am I here on a Friday? The parking lot was packed. All of a sudden, I sound like Richard Kind with the way I'm talking.
Oh my
from Mad About You. Parking lot was packed, and I'm like, and Josh was with me, and the dog was in the back, and I said, I'm going to run in. Got to get toilet paper. Hopefully, they have some. They're back in stock. They were. And the limit one was very small. It used to be big orange, yellow, bright sign.
Oh, interesting.
Limit one. Now it just said limit one. So okay. I threw two in, and then I looked at, okay, I put one back. Because I thought, you
didn't try to get away with any shenanigans.
No. And, I found a couple of various things. The peanut butter pretzels, I haven't had those in forever. Those are delicious. So then I'm like, and I'm rushing. Because I'm figuring I'm going to be stuck here forever. And I get to the place. They're like, we don't want more than 3 people in line at any time. So they're overstaffed. Checkout was 90 seconds.
Wow.
Yeah. I was like, holy crap. And I had
Costco.
Costco is doing it right.
Costco near your house. I don't know if that's true in all Costcos.
Right. Well, Costco corporate is here in Seattle. It started here. So obviously maybe a little more, into stuff like that here, making it good. And speaking of Costco, yeah, Michael Menz is here.
Oh, hey!
All right, new microphone. How does it sound?
Better.
That's much better.
Let me ask you this question: what camera and mic do you use for your Menz's Real Reviews? Because you look fantastic on those.
Cell phone.
You can use that for this.
Yeah, but then I can't do things like share the screen and show you this thing. Hold on.
What does he got? Let's
make sure it's nothing will get us kicked off. That's all.
No,
you can share your reviews if you want to, because I'm going to put a link up for that soon. Oh my God, it was so funny. I was going to pull that up the other day.
Whoa!
That was the headshot that he made of me at our old little club in Orlando when I had the goatee. And you were very generous with. Actually, you're not generous. I had more hair than that then. That's generous now.
That would be incredibly generous now.
Yeah, that's almost.
No, you had more hair because of the goatee.
Oh, good point. Good point.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I pulled that up during the show last week, and I forgot to put it up. I couldn't. I wasn't able to share.
It's a beautiful thing.
Harper does say 2 places you wouldn't go right now: Costco and the post office.
We also have this one. Hold on.
Oh, that's the one. That's what I was going to pull up. I completely agree with the post office, but Costco, I was so impressed with.
No, I was at the. Whoa!
That's the Dr. Laugh logo.
Nice. That's fantastic.
That was the official logo. Dr. Laugh Comedy and Magic. We added and Magic Club to it.
Ooh. Well, it's always magic
because we had a magician. Because if it's not comedy, it must be magic. Okay. Yeah, we had a good crew. We had a really good crew of people that came in and out and did shows there.
That's awesome.
It was a fun time.
What year was this? This was
98, 99.
Okay.
Yeah, 2000. I was in New Orleans already.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think of we had, like I mentioned, Daniel Tosh was a regular. Michael Macy, who's doing my act on the boats. He admitted it to me. Because your act is fantastic.
He's doing parts of everybody's act on the boat.
Probably.
I'm curious why Harper won't go to the post office. But we have somebody else here. Do you know who's coming?
Speaking of post office.
Hey! Oh, peace.
Having some audio issues here for a second. Hold on. I assume you can hear me. I can't hear you at the moment.
We can hear you. It is official. We've decided to make it the 5 timers
change
club.
things up.
Or did we kill Dave's audio when we played the bumper? Sometimes
the freaking Microsoft mixer here and get the right
Watch
output.
this. If I do this, that let me see.
You're gonna do some switching over.
Michael, stay there.
Oh, don't go anywhere.
How about now? No, he still can't hear us.
No, I don't think you can hear it. Why?
Look at that microphone you got there. Is that a microphone off to the right? On Dave's screen there?
There we go. Now I can hear.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a microphone.
Oh,
wow. We're all upgrading. This is amazing.
It is amazing. Unbelievable.
All right, now I have to get earphones too.
I was trying to use earbuds. Unfortunately, the ones I had lying around have such a short cable on them that I would have been sitting like this and afraid to move too far the whole time.
I actually have that instance going on right here. Where
so I have an extension somewhere downstairs. I just have
a leash
for it.
Well, I usually use these, and I don't know why I didn't put them in.
Yeah, you do have I thought maybe you had them on underneath the big ones.
Yeah, I double my headphone sets.
It's like the double glasses and the
it's like airplane.
Yeah, exactly. Double headphones.
Belts.
I'm still not looking to
on. You like this look?
That's pretty good.
It's a look. Hold on a second.
You know,
I was editing something that I'm going to make it a little bit of an announcement about in a moment.
No.
I actually have a hook on the edge of my desk now.
Well, I like that look. You're hearing through your temple.
There we go. I can hear everybody. I can see everybody. Oh, this sounds so much better through these. That's weird. Yeah, I've got the sit stand desk going now, so I can do things like this.
And that's a good thing because that's nice. You can pan down to yourself.
I know. I can now.
Like a review. I like the slow-mo is great.
Here comes Dan.
Here comes the elevator. That's awesome.
You do your best, Jack Nicholson. Here's Johnny.
Okay, so Harper wants to know what's behind the shelves behind the shitty ass Dave. They're all board games.
That is a small part of our collection.
And speaking of board games, we have a guest that hasn't been on in a while, and she's a member of the 5 Timers Club for sure. She's been on way more than 5 times.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. But she does not have a bumper yet.
Not yet. And that's Michelle. Oh my God.
Whoa, Michelle.
My bedroom's a mess. Don't
Hi, Michelle.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Michelle, we can hear you. Yeah, you sound fine.
So is this due to the 9 o'clock hour that your participation seems to have climbed in the last couple of weeks here?
It's that, and we're on Twitch now.
Oh, that's the key.
Oh, maybe
that's the key.
Yeah, one of these shows I'll do. I'll actually do one of these shows.
I'm gonna go get my vape. I'll be right back.
All right, get your vape.
All right, so Dave has clarified that this is Christmas at Pee Wee's Playhouse. Is the special, and it is
how long is it?
It's not the Christmas special that's on Amazon.
49 minutes.
It's 49 minutes. I'm checking out now. There is a Pee Wee's Playhouse Christmas special that's for sale at Amazon, but apparently not for streaming.
It might not be streaming anywhere.
I think it's on Netflix.
No,
if you go to Netflix, it gives you the remind me option, which means they think it might be coming back at some point, but it's not there now.
Google on cam. Oh, okay.
All kinds of colors on Michelle's place.
They used to be playing it on Netflix. They are currently not.
Yeah, that would be my theory on this. See, I have the complete Pee Wee Blu-ray set, so have it on there.
So we're going to rely on you heavily to talk about this on Monday.
So
Santa Claus might be 90% of the discussion.
Maybe Dave Chappelle asked them to take it off of Netflix, and they listened.
That's probably it. Yeah, because he wasn't getting his Pee Wee royalties.
Yeah,
Did that really happen?
No. Well, Dave Chappelle did ask to have his special taken down because he wasn't.
And it
being
really
paid
did
for
come
it.
off.
Yeah, they said okay because they paid him $70 million to do his other specials. They're like, you're kind of important to us. Yeah, we'll take it off for you.
Yeah, I thought it'd make you happy.
It's more important than this 12-year-old show to have your current to have our current guy that we paid tons of money to happy.
Yeah. Did I ever tell the story about when I was sitting at a Starbucks with Dave Chappelle?
No, I like him.
I never told that
Is it
story.
Ohio?
It was.
Where's the name drop button? Where's the name drop button?
Thanks, Michael.
I thought Eric's hand would be hovering on
Sitting
it.
at a Starbucks, that really narrows it down.
I was at the Montreal Comedy Festival years and years and years and years ago, and Jeff Ross and Dave Chappelle were on the same shuttle bus as I was, and you get to know. You don't really get to know people. You just look familiar. Everybody looks familiar to each other. I knew who they were. Obviously, they don't know who I was because I wasn't anybody. I'm still not. And they're like freaking out as they're pulling up to the airport. Like, shit, we forgot to get rid of the dope. We forgot to get rid of the dope. And they say to the guy, the bus driver, "Hey, do you smoke pot?" And he's like, "No." He goes, "Ah, crap. What are we gonna do with all this?" Because they had forgot to give it away before they got to the airport.
Wow.
So a bellman gets up, takes our bags at the curb, and they gave their pot to him, and he was very happy. And they looked at me like, "Are you going to give him yours?" They go, "I already did."
Yeah, the cover of the classic Live at Fillmore East by the Allman Brothers. They're all sitting on top of their gear crates, smiling. Apparently, they were totally bored to tears and did not want to do the photo shoot. The reason they're all smiling and laughing was because Dwayne just happened to catch sight of his dealer and flagged him down and scored a bag. So they're all sitting there laughing.
It's Michelle's microphone that we're getting feedback from.
We're getting feedback, but she's got that amazing lighting. I love her lighting that she's got.
Oh, I think
It's like
One, two,
Halloween
three.
lighting.
Oh no, it's not Michelle. Sorry, Michelle. It's not you. I don't know what
Sydney throwing shade. What is up with that?
Couldn't be me. I'm on headphones.
So then they're like, "Oh, well, he's cool." So I just kept walking with them. We sat down at a Starbucks, and people were like staring and looking and pointing.
Nice. Which
That
is
was the
typically
deal.
what happens when you go to a Starbucks.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we're ready to go.
Let's go.
Hello, sorry, I was checking for Netflix and it's not. Seeing if it changed. Seeing if maybe it changed. It did not.
Like,
Was
what
that
that?
Netflix or?
That was Netflix trying to play a
Do the auto start. Yeah.
little auto start.
No, we had something interesting. I had something interesting happen, and so we have a segment called "I Have a Question" that we're going to do,
Yeah.
and I'm going to bring out this question, and I want to hear your guys' opinion on it. So,
Are you hungry?
Are you
Do I know you? You want a new car? Who do you work for?
Are you want lower prices? You do that. What is wrong with you?
Today?
Are you in the mood for love?
Good idea.
this is a good idea.
I thought
So,
there was an ad coming up. I was like, "Where's the skip button?"
Are you in the mood for love? Sounds like an escort ad.
We're talking with all sponsors at this point.
yeah, so far all we have is LA Homestead. You can buy these nice hats, lahomestead.com. They have a whole bunch of products. You can check them out. All I got was a hat that's my compensation. Eric, you have to find somebody. You have to find a friend that has a business that will give you a hat. How about Brighton Music Center? Maybe give you some
Yeah,
equipment. All right,
I have
so
a couple hats.
cool.
You
So-
and Dan, the only ones wearing hats.
I have to wear a hat because my lights would blind you if I didn't. So,
what's your question? Amaze us here.
okay, when people give a phone number and they say O or they say 0, are you offended? Like Becky was on the phone with somebody and she's giving her phone number and she's like 310-450, blah, 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 blah. And the guy goes, "Oh, let me just repeat that back. 310-450. And she's like, "Uh-huh." And like, I looked at her like, "Did you realize he was like mocking you by doing zeros instead of O's?" And she's like, "Well, operator is what the O used to stand for. It was O for operator at the bottom of the phone or on the dial." I said, "But it's also 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. She said, "Yeah, but it's also O for operator." And I'm like,
Right. Yeah.
I heard lots of people say O and 0. I mix it up sometimes. I do a little bit of here, a little bit of there. What say you? Is it an O or is it a 0?
Zero.
Zero all the way.
0 all the
Zero.
way?
0, really?
Zero.
Because
O is the
Because
letter.
it's unambiguous.
Zero is a
When you're-
number.
There are definitely times when the ambiguity matters. So not just phone numbers. So I just got used to using 0 when it's 0.
Now 0 is actually a 6. If you're doing the numbers on your phone, 0 is a 6. I mean, O is a 6. 0 is a plus sign on mine. But it was O for operator, and it reminds me of the tiramisu issue that I had with a waiter once, and I'm wondering if there will be if this will be a thing, like if I can get someone to correct me if I say 0 a lot, because I don't think people will correct the 0 ever, but I think people will
I
correct
do.
the O.
I find that when I'm speaking when I'm giving my number to someone on a phone, I will tend to say 0 just so it's very clear. Especially if there's multiple O's, you don't want to sound like all of a sudden like you're, the water's boiling over on the stove. Where you're like, oh,
You're doing your O face.
Yeah, but the password on like my router has numbers and letters, and I noticed like the zeros have a slash through them, and that's how I write my zeros. So I'm 0 and O.
I use
My
0
mother
except
said
when I'm
O.
on, when I'm on the Eridan show, because
it's a sense of great controversy.
Harper, you could jump on if you want to talk.
Yeah, Harper, come on.
He's commenting like crazy.
She
thinks the feedback happens when 5 people are on at once. Usually not.
Oh, come on.
We have 6 people. We can have 10 people on. By the way, just a reminder, Monday night is the movie night. Wednesday night is Festivus night.
Right.
And we're not doing a Friday show, but we are doing a Saturday show, which is the class of 1988 high school 32.5 reunion, which we probably will only broadcast on the high school page, I'm guessing.
Perhaps, yeah.
Or we'll put it on YouTube and my page. But I don't think it needs to be on.
I graduated when I was 10 years old with everyone. It's always been awkward to do the reunion.
Well, when you were the class genius and you were brought in from preschool all the way up to your senior year, I mean, that was awkward, But I think
I'll hang out with you old people for a little while.
You did call you
Doogie.
Oh, look at that. We both said the same thing. Genius minds. Or we have to fire our writers because they're giving us both the same material.
Either way.
Michael Menza, what's up with that sweater?
I love the sweater. I love that.
Can we see it? Can we get a fashion show? Can we see the whole thing?
That's
Deadpool Christmas.
Look at that.
Oh, Deadpool. I thought it was a peace sign.
This is the second Deadpool item that he's brought on the show. And
I like Deadpool.
So
Michael Menza is always in shape.
I'm a bit of a Deadpool fan. So of course.
How do you not love Deadpool?
It's also
Ryan Reynolds.
It was flip of the coin because Fox got so many Marvel properties wrong. Deadpool and X-Men they got right. Fantastic Four and Daredevil and various others they got so wrong.
It is true. Oh, come on. You didn't like the Jennifer Gardner Elektra movie?
Ben Affleck Daredevil?
Wasn't she in Peppermint? She's also in Peppermint.
Oh,
something like that.
What movie? Didn't Seth Rogen do a superhero movie, Green Hornet or something?
Yes, he did Green Hornet.
It's not really a superhero movie, but
kind of comic book.
It's retro. Yeah, it's more pulp than superhero.
So Michael, were you a Deadpool fan before these movies, or did the Ryan Reynolds performance light your Deadpool fandom?
I had started reading comic books around the time Deadpool came out.
Oh. Understood. So this is a recent.
So I never became a fan.
Recent.
Yes.
And I'm the same way. I was not very aware. I know we had gone to in Monroeville outside of Pittsburgh here, they do a comic. I'm not going to call it a con, but whatever. It's a comic thing where people do come in
comic palooza
cosplay, and there was always herds of Deadpools, but it didn't really mean a lot to me until the movie came out. And it's like, oh, this is what they're so excited about.
That's how you measure Deadpools is by the herd.
The opening credits of the movie were the best opening credits ever. So from the first 30 seconds, I was hooked.
Yeah, it does.
I agree.
Yes, I concur.
We might have to add that wheel. That might have to go on the wheel of reels to get as a potential viewing.
Because it is a funny movie.
It is a very funny movie, absolutely.
But it's also sad. I also cry at the end.
Both
like
of them.
I cry during those movies.
Really?
It does get a little emotional when his hand is super small. That's very that's very upsetting.
I cry at all movies.
Did you cry at Bad Santa?
Oh man!
I did.
You could cry at that.
It was all about the sandwiches. A little kid loved to make sandwiches all the time. I loved him.
Bad Santa, bring your tissues.
I did watch the second one, and I have to say I enjoyed the second one. Not as much as the first, but I was I was pleasantly surprised at that one as well, especially how well the kid, Herman Merman, as an adult, played Herman Merman.
And he's not had a tremendous
nothing else.
He's not had a tremendous career.
No, he had big gaps between movies.
He's the Robbie Rist of the movie.
Yeah, he wasn't called on a lot from his performance of Bad Santa.
You mispronounced
Can we know that for sure? Can we look up? We should look up to see what movies he's been in.
I did look it up.
There's nothing.
No, there's a few.
Yeah, there's not much, but it's all very. He's my guess is he's working a side job somewhere else.
We saw this on the news. Of course, this kind of thing that comes out every year, and the accuracy of said lists is always questionable. But the link I posted in the Facebook video about the top top Christmas movies by state, according to study Google and IMDb analytics, supposedly, and Pennsylvania's is Bad Santa.
Wow.
That is supposedly our favorite Christmas movie.
Well, do you know A Christmas Story? You know the little blonde kid in A Christmas Story?
Yeah, Ralphie. Yeah.
He actually came to my church when I was before that movie came out. His family is actually from our area. And he came to church before that movie was launched, and everybody was like whispering about him, that he was this actor and that, they were making this Christmas movie, and, it wasn't big yet. And I just remember he looked exactly like he looked in the movies, looked exactly like that at church. His cousins all had blonde hair and blue eye and glasses. They all looked alike. But yeah,
Peter Billingsley's gone on to have a very successful behind the camera career.
Did not know that.
Yep.
So here's the list.
Yes, he's quite the producer.
Die Hard is the biggest one here.
Yep.
What?
Ohio is Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
You're convinced that's not a Christmas movie?
It's not a Christmas movie. Bruce Willis says it's not, so it's not. That's who I go with.
Doesn't he wear like a Santa hat in it?
Well, it takes place at Christmas time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Home Alone, look.
There's Christmas music throughout.
Yes.
Movie.
That's a Christmas soundtrack.
Yes.
Edward Scissorhands is a Christmas movie?
In one state, Edward Scissorhands is a Christmas
movie. It again happens at Christmas. So depending on your definition.
The weirdest one I saw was DC.
Rent. All right then.
Well, Rent starts at Christmas and goes a full year to the following Christmas.
Yeah, that doesn't make it a Christmas show.
Well, it's book. It's
but it's not
Christmas.
It's a separate category.
So, is it a coincidence that of the 5 people on right now, 4 are in states that Bad Santa is the top Christmas movie?
I blame Adam.
It's all Adam's fault.
It's all Adam. He's voted as many times as he can. He's been stuffing ballot boxes all around the country.
Yeah, but he's not in Nevada or Pennsylvania. You guys are.
Well, it's fraud. He's been voting absentee.
Oh, it's fraud.
It's terrible. We're gonna have to.
To end the zeros or O's. My mom says she started using zero when she was on the phone all the time at Readers, which was a florist in Beaver Falls.
Right.
Oh, yes.
I feel like if you're speaking with people and you need to make sure that they are clearly understanding you, you are much better off using zeros. In casual conversations, I find that, especially when I was younger, I would always use the O's.
5085 was your phone number.
Well,
Exactly.
In point of fact, the VIN number on a car does not use the letters O, Q, and I think L or I, because they don't want to confuse with 1, 0, and 9.
You know what? That's good to know, because every time I look at the VIN numbers when I'm filling them out, I often wonder if I'm filling it out incorrectly.
Yep. There's no O, I, or L.
Yep.
I believe Nintendo.
No, there is L. There's no O, I, or Q.
Remember years ago watching the old Scrap Heap Challenge show, which is it was Junkyard Wars in the U.S. was a show about building stuff out of stuff they found in junkyards, and they would have countdowns sometimes, and they would have to build some contraption that fired. And on the British show, it'd always be 7, 6, 4, 3, 2. They never say 5, and it turns out that's a British military tradition because 5 sounds too close to fire.
Huh. That's interesting.
Wow.
That interesting.
You guys are
Nobody
so full
says-
of it tonight.
But nobody says 3, 2, 1, 5. Or ready, set, 5.
Whether it was due to some instance that occurred or whether it was just out of precaution, I don't know. But they don't use, when they're doing a countdown like that, they don't use 5. They skip it.
Coach Miller, when I was in high school, always skipped 14 for some reason.
13?
No, he would be doing countdowns. Like he'd say, okay, there's 20 seconds left on the clock. And of course, we didn't have we weren't allowed to use the scoreboard early on because they had this old ancient scoreboard. You couldn't just go program it. And he would be like 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 13, 12, 11, 10, every time.
You sure that wasn't like brain damage or something?
It might have been. I don't know.
Somebody knocked the 14 out of his head at one point.
Yeah, that was from a football hit years ago.
Yeah, when somebody hits to the head.
Murder balls, we used to call it.
I loved Murder Ball.
Yeah.
Can't call it that anymore.
Well, you can't even play it anymore.
Oh, you can't play anything.
Stop it.
Yes, exactly. Oh, you use the spray bottle too. I use that on my dog.
Bad kitty.
I thought that was like a friend or something.
No,
Stop it.
That's vodka.
I have health gas. Stop it.
Might try that on the kids. We'll see.
I was thirsty. I'm glad you said that. Ooh, that doesn't taste good.
That was ammonia. I forgot.
I know. I put like stuffing for my plants in it.
That was bleach. You're combating COVID.
I don't have bleach. I don't use bleach.
So holiday season's coming up. Christmas is almost here.
That is
we've
correct.
got 1 week. I had an instance this morning. I was buying some gifts online and got my brother-in-law and sister-in-law something. Hopefully they're not watching. They probably aren't because they're in New York. And I don't know why, but they don't watch. But they're the ones that got me the John O'Hurley. Have you seen that, by the way, yet, Michelle? The Jake Peterman from Seinfeld talking about me not puking for 33 years?
No.
We might have to play that later. But it was literally, it's like
I'm so impressed by you every time.
you have 13 minutes to order this. And I'm like, okay, I had 13 minutes to get it ordered for them to get it by Christmas. So I'm typing, I'm quick, and I get through. I've got to put their address in. I type in their address, and it goes, you have to verify your credit card payment again.
Oh man,
because you're sending it to a different address. Okay, so I'm like, okay, where's my credit card? So I'm thinking, it's saved on the computer. I hit it, it won't give it to me. So I run out to my car, I find the card because my wallet's in the car, come back in, I get it in, send it. And then I was trying to figure out their address and I had to use Google Street View to make sure because I know what their house looks like and they've moved. And so I'm like, is this their old address? And I was off by a number. I put 64 instead of 66. So now I had to go in and try to change it. They wouldn't let me change it. So I had to cancel the order. And one of the items is no longer available because it's on my other order probably.
Because it's sitting in your other card.
Yeah. So I had to just order the two items instead. And I got them with 3 minutes to spare. That was my shopping.
That's it?
Extravagant.
Are you done? Are you done shopping?
I've never done shopping.
In the movie version of that, there would have been very dramatic music playing as you were frantically typing on your keyboard and
where
getting
Dan is played by Vin Diesel. Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
And like close-ups of his eyes.
Exactly. Sweat coming down the brow.
I am Groot.
And in an alternate universe, I didn't accidentally see the other address pop up, and it went to his neighbor, and he never got his gift.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's what would happen in an alternate universe.
Well, in the real universe, your credit card probably got charged 3 times. It'll probably.
You know what though? It's Discover. I don't care. I'll call them. I'll talk to myself.
That's true. Nice.
So
it is
quickly,
pleasant calling Discover because they do have entirely US based service people, and you can actually understand them when you call them.
I have Discover.
yeah, I've decided this year for 2021, my goal is to put every single expense on Discover. So I get my cash back and pay it off every month. And just to use Discover instead of Visa, MasterCard, American Express. That's my goal. It's a weird goal. But then at the end of the year,
I'll do that with all the bills.
My New Year's resolution is to rack up huge charges on my credit card.
2021.
I just paid that sucker off. I just want to rack it up every month, pay it down, no interest, get my
that's what I do
every quarter.
Yeah, this quarter it's all shopping stuff. It's Amazon and Best Buy, Walmart. Yep.
I boycotted Christmas. I didn't buy one Christmas gift. I am not doing Christmas. We are having dinner, and that is it.
No, you're not doing Christmas gifts. It's not. You're not doing Christmas.
No, we're not really doing Christmas.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna have
doing
sandwiches.
You're doing Friday.
It's going to be Friday. Friday's
You
good.
were-
Are you
can do
similarly
something,
going to boycott New Year's Eve?
I never do anything for New Year's Eve. That's amateur night.
It is overblown.
It's the one night I least want to go out ever driving. There's too many idiots on the road.
Agreed.
Festivus is on Wednesday. That'll be our show this week. So we could air grievances. If anybody has any grievances they'd like to air during the show, by all means.
Excellent.
I got a whole list.
Nice.
Do it alphabetically.
Do you want me to start now? Because I'd probably be done.
Just you can fax it to us.
You have a fax machine?
Just
I
wait.
have a carrier pigeon.
Nice.
He has a fax machine. So everybody a slide rule.
All right, are we playing a game?
What is fact?
You want to play a game? Dan, are we going to play a game?
Oh, let me move you into the host position. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Put you at the top.
Put me up.
And let's pick a game.
Cameron, are you playing?
Real quick, let me share a picture of who I got the sweater from. I was looking for it for the last 5 minutes. It was a Christmas gift from a girl I was dating last Christmas.
Oh, she had the same sweater.
Aw, matching sweaters. That's a good couple thing.
I'm assuming from the way you phrased it, it didn't last.
She was
though.
a bigger Deadpool fan than I was.
And it also looks like you're trying to be taller, but you already are
We're
taller.
still
than her.
friends.
And the
Oh, she's
cat.
tiny. She's like 5 foot.
She has 5 feet.
Like, see, the cat in the background is cool. She's 5 foot tall.
Oh yeah, there's the cat.
Yep.
You still have the
You're
cat?
single for Christmas.
You saw the cat last week. She
Yeah.
did a guest shot.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's right.
All right, so I think we're gonna do a little round of celebrity net worth.
Make it rain, yo. That's what's up. Make it rain, yo. That's what's up. Come on.
Make it rain. Yeah.
All right, so celebrity net worth, where we will go round robin, selecting various celebrities. Everybody will get a guess as to what they believe the celebrity is worth, according to celebritynetworth.com. And we're gonna do a superhero edition. So as we go around, you will choose an actor who has played a superhero at one point of their career, and I will start as we start this off. We're going to start with Ryan Reynolds because that just makes sense. And we were going to let Michelle go first since she was so anxious to.
I love Ryan Reynolds. What do you want to know about him?
So we want to know what you think his net worth is.
His net worth?
His net worth. How much money do you think Ryan Reynolds is worth?
38 million.
38 million. Okay, that's your guess. Michael, do you have a guess?
I'm going to go higher than that. I'm going to go 138 million.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
All right.
Prices, right?
Dave.
I'm going to go 150. Didn't he just sell his alcohol business for a huge amount of money?
That's a great question. I do not know that.
I think it was
If you
in
go
vodka.
over, are you automatically out?
It's who gets closest. If there is a tie, it's whoever is on the underneath, but it have to be a dead tie. Dan,
I think
do
he
you-
just sold his alcohol company to some major company for big bucks.
But that doesn't necessarily mean he was 100% owner.
I realize.
and he is in Crudes too, so you might want to factor.
Oh shoot! I didn't factor in Crude's money.
I'm actually going to go low. I'm going to go 40 million.
No. Keep in mind, he was Green Lantern.
Dave nailed it with 150 million on the nose.
Wow.
So good job, Dave. So Dave, you get the
Ooh.
pleasure of picking an actor who has played a superhero at some point in their career.
I'm going right to the top. Adam West.
Ooh, interesting.
Ooh.
Okay. Excellent. All right. And so then we're going to let Michael take the first guess for Adam West.
What is
Adam
the gap?
West, well- I don't think Adam West got royalties for Batman because in the 60s
I doubt it.
that wasn't quite a thing yet. So he might not have been worth as much as he should have been. So I'm going
But
to
he's
go
got
low. I'm
Family
going to go
Guy
at
money.
12 million.
I was going to say Family Guy. Thanks, Dan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that's just a guess
So
shot. I'm going with 12 million.
All right. Cool. All right. And then we'll go to Dave.
I'm gonna go 2 million. He's still making the convention circuit, as far as I know. So that
because he died in 2017.
He's dead.
So unless they're
but
taking,
he was still making the convention circuit. Excuse me.
They just take his body and they push it in the back around.
it's Weekend at Bernie's with Adam West.
He'd still give you as much interaction as some people do.
All right, so we've got 12 and 2. Dan, you are up for your.
I'm gonna be like Men's. I wrote it on my phone.
but
You can't see it.
Is there a 0 or an O in that? I can't tell.
Oh, it moved. Never mind. 3.2 million.
3.2. All right, Michelle.
It's very specific.
Well, I just decided I might as well not to say 3 or 4.
I'm going to say 3.8 million.
Oh, very nice. And that actually means that Michael was closest with 12 because we are allowing you to go over in this game. So he is definitely closest. Adam West was worth $8 million.
Wow.
So he apparently did okay. But
I don't win because I went over.
No, we're doing closest.
We're just going to do closest. We're not going to worry about we're going to let you go over. We're going to be
Price is Right.
Oh, okay.
But over is the tiebreaker.
He is not. Eric is not Drew Carey.
That is correct. We're modifying the rules as we go along. So
an example, if 10 was the number and I said 8 and Michael said 12, I would win because I didn't go over.
Yeah,
even though we're both 2 million apart.
Yeah.
Well done.
There we go.
All right, so Michael, you won that one. You get to pick the next celebrity.
Tom Cruise. But wait.
Did he play a superhero?
Does
When
Mission Impossible count as a
or
superhero?
just being Tom Cruise is a superhero.
No, the Mummy.
His
The Mummy?
superpower is he is the Scientologist.
He did. I did. I agree with his screaming, yelling thing that he did the other day, yelling at people for not.
I did
following
too. But
Everybody
it almost sounded fake to me.
That's what Leah Remini is saying as an ex-Scientologist.
It sounded like it was staged. It really did.
It's it's very good publicity.
So it does not appear that Tom Cruise has ever played a superhero. So you need to pick another celebrity who has played a superhero. I don't think he's a hero.
No, all right, okay, no, Tom Cruise.
They have to be bulletproof.
Let's go with
something.
all right, if not Tom Cruise, let's go with Bruce Willis because in the movie
Unbreakable.
Glass,
Absolutely.
Unbreakable, that's a superhero.
Right, absolutely. That's fantastic. So Dave,
That's a great movie.
You get to go first as we talk about Bruce Willis in the
really
classic Die Hard.
I really loved Unbreakable. Glass was rather disappointing.
I've never seen
let's see.
it, but yeah. 65 years old, 6 foot tall.
I'm gonna go 120. Nice round number.
$120. All right.
Yes, exactly.
Excellent. Dan.
I'm gonna go. He's got moonlighting money. Don't forget.
Oh, I forgot about moonlighting money.
I'm gonna go 165.
He's got Hudson Hawk money.
It's also very true.
Doesn't he have Planet Hollywood money?
He probably has a little Planet. Well, Michelle, what do you think?
How much he's worth?
Yeah, how much is Bruce Willis?
He's also gone through a divorce.
220 million.
What was that?
220.
220 million.
All right. Michael.
310.
310. All right. It's close. He is worth 250 million, so that goes to Michelle.
Woo!
Yes, and this will be a game till 3, just so everybody knows. We will be playing this to 3 points. Keep the game under control. Excellent. Good job, Michelle. Awesome. So, Michelle, you get to pick the next celebrity who has played a superhero.
The next celebrity who's played, I didn't even think of one. Val Kilmer.
Ah,
excellent. Nice choice.
Because he's made a comeback. You know what I mean?
That is true. So, Dan, you get to make the first guess for Batman Returns.
Quick trivia question. Does it have to be a superhero or does a supervillain qualify?
But they've been in a superhero movie.
Yeah, we'll do heroes tonight. We'll do villains tonight.
All right. Val Kilmer, I was going to make a joke that his weight and his net worth are about the same because he's pretty large last time I saw him. But there's no way I could make him worth $350 million. So
He's not that large.
I just saw a picture of him. He looked like
weight after the cancer.
Oh, great!
And Leon is
There you go. Now you see
Not
that.
making cancer jokes.
Yeah, see where it went.
Yeah.
All right. So
Or maybe he looks skinny. I don't know. I'm going to say Val Kilmer. A lot of people, by the way, think his name is Valerie. It's actually Shirley Kilmer. Is worth $19 million.
Okay. All right, Michelle.
I'll say 21 million.
All right. And Michael.
I say 24 million.
Okay. So
I was
19 to
personally doing
24
that.
is the range.
That is correct.
You got your over under question here, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's a pretty narrow range, people have said. So I'll go 18.
Should have gone 25. He's worth 25 million. Point goes to Michael. I understand that that could have gone either way. $25 million.
Now, when they calculate net worth, do they look at like what their house, the equity in their house? I mean, how do they calculate that?
That is, that's including all of their properties and investments, but it's all an estimate too. There are people that have heavily. There was a recent article because David Crosby sold his song catalog, claiming that he was broke, and people said, "Well, but your net worth's like $2 million," because they were going on one of these websites, and people were said, "Yeah, that's some of that's tied up in investments, some of it is fake. It's just what they're guessing he has." So. But Eric very clearly said, as per this one website. So that is the ultimate arbiter.
Exactly. Yes. I am not going to go and do Val Kilmer's taxes to determine exactly how he did in
forensic accounting to find out.
Yeah, we're not going to bother with that. We're gonna smile and move on. So, Michael, you get to choose again our superhero celebrity.
You could win here.
I'm going to pick my favorite Superman, Christopher Reeve.
Oh, the estate of Christopher Reeve. And by the way, Dave, he's not doing Comic Cons anymore, Dave.
Yeah. Okay. Well, but he did start a superhero movie with Richard Pryor, so it comes back to comedy.
Yes.
Okay, Michelle, we're back to you. You get to make the first guess.
And Gene Hackman.
Yes.
The first
Valerie
guess on. Sorry.
Christopher Reeve.
And Ned Beatty.
Margot Kidder.
Mr. Luthor.
Passed away in 2004 at the age of 52.
Wow.
And he wasn't acting much in those last couple years, was he?
Given he had been wheelchair bound for many years at that point, no.
But he did. But he did have some roles.
He did some, yeah.
He
but
did a remake of
was,
Rear Window.
He did like, and he did like Family Law on CBS or something. He did like he was a lawyer. I don't know.
I'm gonna say like
He did a guest shot on Smallville.
Nice.
8 million.
8 million. Okay, Michael.
I'm going to go the same number as what's his name? I'm going to go 24 million.
Okay, Dave.
See, I'm thinking it's under that because his medical bills had to have been pretty high for quite a few years.
Plus,
I'm
it
gonna
was
go.
years ago, so the money was different.
Yeah, I'm going to go 10.
So what do we have, Eric?
SAG insurance.
We have 8, 24, and 10.
Yeah, he had good health insurance.
You could either go $1 or you could go.
Well, no, because we're not doing going over.
8 to 24 is a wider range than I was dealing with.
Well, that's a good point. Yeah, you don't want to go 1. You're right, because we are. You can go over. That's right.
Yeah. Superman. He wrote Superman 4, so there's some royalty still coming for that as well.
Yeah, but it was Superman 4.
I know, but still, you'd be amazed how well that does in Taiwan.
Here, can you read my mind?
Death Trap.
Can you read my mind?
Death Trap's a good movie.
Can you tell what I am thinking? I always picture William Shatner saying that line. I'm going to go with the Christopher Reeve estate, although they donated a ton of money because he had a whole foundation.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm just going to go. He's a $6 million man.
That worked because he was the $3 million man.
Okay.
They did have to do really well.
That does put you closest. Yeah, absolutely.
So there is some money coming in still, but I'm sure it's mostly going to charity.
So Dan, you get to choose the next super celebrity superhero.
I'm going to go with Edward Norton.
Ooh. Hulk out on Edward Norton.
First Hulk. Well, the second Hulk. After
yeah.
I like Edward Norton.
Hulk, really, but yeah.
He is apparently not the easiest guy to work with, though.
No.
He is way too demanding.
But how well,
He's allowed to be.
how well does he work with his accountants?
Norton, I've been watching you.
He was. Did you see the way when he did the Bruce Willis roast? He was so praising of Willis because he had basically bootstrapped his movie that he didn't think it was going to get a chance to get made. Yep.
Hey, Ralphie, baby. Different
So-
Ed Norton.
Born in 1969, 6 feet
Art
tall.
Carney. How much is Art Carney worth?
More than once, film producer, actor, film director, screenwriter, voice actor, environmentalist, and journalist. Edward Norton.
Fight Club.
Wow.
Edward Norton.
And this, Michael, you get to make the first guess here for Mr. Norton. I think he made Norton Utilities too, I think. No.
Yeah.
Isn't that a fish house?
Norton's Fish House, sure.
138.
138.
138 million.
Do I have 139? No, Dave.
I'm
no
going to
coaching.
go with 30 million.
All right, Dan.
Well, because he is an actor, director, writer, journalist, I think
Sewer worker.
Men's is too high, and I think Dave's too low. So I'm going to say he's worth $90 million.
All right, Michelle.
72 million.
72 million. Well, amazingly enough, Mr. Norton is worth $300 million.
Then why did
That
he
was
need
gonna
Bruce
be my
Willis to
first
get his
guess.
movie funded?
That was going
I
to be my
will-
first guess, but I thought, no, not
Oh
that
my
high.
goodness. He did it at 310 down. Yeah, absolutely. Apparently,
Put us out of our
Holy
business.
shnikes.
he did just fine. That environmentalist work really paid off. And he,
One Hulk was enough.
yeah, exactly. One Hulk was more than enough. So,
Think about how
Michael,
many movies
Yeah,
he's
I
made.
was trying to figure out what superhero.
I'll have what he's having.
nice.
That's a quiet.
Think about the films: Fight Club, Rounders, The Prestige, Primal Fear, the first one. Whatever. it was
Yeah,
called,
but a lot of
Primal,
those,
whatever else.
unless he's a
American
prime,
History
He's
X.
got, Night Job. He's got a lot of
American History X.
In any of those movies.
but is he?
Yeah.
But is he a producer on those, a writer on those, or just an actor? Because as an actor, he's getting a flat fee most.
That's
of those.
one of the
He's not
reasons
a
that he's
$20 million
been-
movie guy.
That's one of the reasons he has a reputation for being hard to work with. When he comes on a project, he always wants to rework the script.
Oh, and that way he becomes a producer and gets more money.
But I don't think that's why he does it. I think he does it because he's one of these guys that gets so into the role and has this vision, and he wants to make it fit what he thinks the character should be.
Oh, well, Kathy Louder says hi, all
That's
Merry
true.
Christmas.
And here's the other thing:
Hey, Kathy.
he's negotiating a contract at the start of a film for a piece of the film. So if it makes a lot of money, it goes
Yeah.
up.
I just, I don't. He doesn't seem like the type that carries. I mean, maybe he does. I don't know. He doesn't seem like a type that carries a film. Like I was going to do Robert Downey Jr., but I mean, he's probably $700 million at this point.
Yeah, but again, I go back to that Comedy Central roast of Bruce Willis, where he's thanking Willis for helping bootstrap his movie, and he's worth more than Willis. So,
Well, he is now. Maybe back then.
that was only a couple years ago.
Well, what movie was it they was talking about?
I can't recall.
That one.
Yeah,
I saw. I can't recall too.
yeah. Look who's recalling now. Yeah.
Recalled.
I can't recall it. No. What's that?
Electric Boogaloo.
Awesome.
Now, the next game we should do would be people's net worth that they have to be non-stars. So they have to be like just
Yeah, he was key grip on.
That's right.
like David Lander just passed away, Squiggy of
Yes.
Lenny and Squiggy, or Peter Scalara. What's he worth these days?
I guarantee he's in here.
Or Alex Winter. Oh, they're all in there.
Well, Alex Winter. Speaking of that, weird thing about that. After you guys had your discussion of Bill and Ted, and we're talking about him being, the other guy in Wham. I had actually kickstarted.
Andrew Ridgely. Come on.
I know.
I had actually kickstarted the Frank Zappa documentary without realizing that Alex Winter was the guy that was producing it.
Well, I've understood he is done well as a director, and
he can't call Keanu and say, "Hey."
And he was sending monthly updates. I was getting all the email updates from him and the links to videos and everything, and it never clicked on me. Oh, that's Alex Winter.
That's actually Alex Winter.
Now Menzel will get this reference. Remember, Universal had Halloween Horror Nights in Orlando, and they always did a Bill and Ted show. That was like their big thing. And the joke I always had was, "It's amazing, Bill and Ted." It's the guy playing Bill is actually Alex Winter. Like they actually got him. Like they look so much. Yeah, that was the joke. It was funny then.
It was hilarious.
That was magic.
They're not all gold people. That was magic. Thank you.
It was magic. Nice.
Oh, I was laughing. My screen was stuck. I'm sorry. It just stuck for that entire time.
That's the video equivalent of going through a tunnel with your cell phone.
You win the night.
And we have a new winner.
Yeah.
We can call it.
This is why I have not done stand-up online yet, because people will be like, "Oh no, you froze. I'm sorry, I missed that last part. What was that?" Buffering.
Yeah, remember, in comedy, timing is everything.
Nice.
Do we want to end on the birthday game?
Do you want to do the birthday? Okay, well, here, I got an idea. We'll do a quick birthday game.
Okay.
We're going to do a quick birthday game. And then I've got a video that I'm 80% sure it's not going to get us kicked offline tonight. And so I think what'll be interesting is we'll do a little name that tune with this video. The clippets of songs are so short, and the way they're mixed together, I don't think we're going to get kicked off. But let's play a quick birthday game, and then we'll try to end on this name this tune game. Does that sound good?
All right, and if I could also play the J. Peterman real quick too before we end.
That is also true. So there you go.
Have people that haven't seen it yet.
That is very true. All right, so we're going to do a little birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
All right, so pretty much same rules apply for the birthday game.
Very similar.
Very similar. We're going to go. These are celebrities who are celebrating a birthday this month. The only difference with this game is that you don't get to play. You don't get to make a guess. You don't get to provide a celebrity. These are going to be people who are celebrating a birthday in November, and we are going to be what age they are turning this month. So if their birthday is not quite hit yet, we still are going to be focusing on what age they are turning. And we'll just go round robin. We're going to keep the order the same, since I have a lovely scoreboard set up, and we will once again we'll just play to 2. Let's just play to 2. We'll keep this really short. So we're going to go, and we're going to start with Michelle. And Miley Cyrus has a birthday coming up this month.
In November or December?
Actually, her birthday is in November. I apologize. Hold on. Wait a second. I knew something wasn't right.
I was too stoned to be paying attention.
I thought it was supposed to be this week.
Yeah, you're right. Hold on.
Mine was last month.
I'll just say I took the day off for her birthday back in November. I believe it was the 18th.
Everybody took the day off for my birthday.
Yeah, our company gives us Miley Cyrus's birthday off.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, here we go. Now I'm in much better shape. All right, here we go.
All my birthdays off now.
So we're going to go with a completely different shift of a completely different kind of artist. Meghan Trainor is celebrating her birthday very soon. How old? Meghan Trainor, she's all about that bass.
Yeah.
No treble.
No treble.
Oh.
If you've ever watched her stage show, she has all the charisma of a middle-aged Ozzy Osbourne.
What's interesting is if you've watched any of the recent, she has a holiday album out now, I believe, Trainer for the Holidays or something like that, where she has a song with Earth, Wind, and Fire. And everywhere she's been performing this on various talk shows and award shows, if you can even call them that anymore, she is wearing the world's largest bow. It is a comically large bow.
And nothing else.
She's wearing bow bridges.
It's trying to hide a lot of what's going on behind the bow.
What's going on behind the bow is her business.
It's her naughty business.
It's her naughty business.
Is it? It seems excessive.
No.
It seems a little excessive to me. Hold on. Hold on.
I don't even know who this is. You're gonna have me guess about something.
All right, here's Megan Trainor and her bow.
Harper says she's pregnant.
It looks like she's smuggling a gun.
I know.
You know, you gotta poke an eye out with that bow.
Okay, so what does she do?
She is a singer. She had a very popular song
I remember
all
that.
about that bass.
Okay.
It also looks like she's the hood of a Lexus.
Yes.
It could be a car ornament, if need be. So you know, so I mean, you got a picture, so maybe that helps a little bit.
So what am I guessing? Her age?
How old she is? So how old she's turning on her birthday on December 22nd?
34.
34. Okay, Michael.
33.
33. Dave.
I'll go 32.
32.
Climbing down the ladder.
Well, I think she's in her 20s still, so I'm just going to go 31.
31. That was a wise choice. She is 26 years old.
Wow.
Wow.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah, by the time she's
young-
33, think how big her bow is going to be.
I have no idea who she is.
She might be on her fourth child by then.
Well, that's also very popular.
By the time she's 33, this kid will be 7. Think about that. Huh?
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 All right, hold on. Let me find somebody a
I
little
don't
more people that people will feel a little more comfortable with here on our birthday list. Anthony Fauci.
That's a bit of a
Tony Fauci.
man. I got whiplash here. Hold on a second.
You know, ironically, he's more about the treble.
he would probably be a little bit more about the treble in the NPR. Michael.
Yeah, nothing but treble, like on The Office.
Dr. Fauci has a birthday coming up. How old will Dr. Fauci be on Christmas Eve?
Anthony Fauci is a baseball player.
And
Yeah,
he's a
exactly.
basketball player.
He has quite a curveball.
I'm going with 65.
65. Okay. Dave.
I'm going with 78.
78. Dan.
78. I think he's old. I'm going to go 79.
79. Michelle.
72.
72. Dan was right. He is exactly 79. So Dan has won our birthday game already. Wow, look at that. Wow, 2 rounds and already a winner.
Want a chicken dinner?
Very nice.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
What was that?
That was when we chicken dinner.
It was ridiculous. Okay, so here's so the last thing I thought would be fun to do.
Let me interject one thing because it's related to what you were saying earlier. Is so I did watch the Trace Bellew and Frank Conniff doing their riffing of Santa Claus, and they changed because all the previous ones are on YouTube, and this one they were doing on Twitch.
Oh,
and so I said, why are you doing this? Why are you streaming this on Twitch instead of YouTube? And they said, well, even though the movie is public domain, YouTube's algorithms flagged it, so they can't show it on YouTube.
Wow.
So they had to switch to Twitch to do their streaming for this one movie. Yeah.
All right. Well, Dan, why don't you play the lovely Hanukkah present that you received, so that people can see this, and then we'll end the show with a wild name that tune, which is literally just going to be. We're not going to keep score for that. It's going to be literally yelling out the names of the songs if you can figure out what they are in the quick snippet that they go by. So
now,
let's first do that.
Quick backstory: I have not thrown up since December 11th, 1987, senior year in high school. And my brother-in-law remembered that and decided to get me a gift for the celebration of lights. And because December 11th was also the first day of Hanukkah, first night was the night before, but first day was, and this is what he got me from Seinfeld, Jay Peterman.
Hello there, Dan. Jay Peterman here. Well, I understand that a very important anniversary is about to surface. According to Tim and Sarah, you are celebrating, count them. Since 1987, you have not vomited. I tell you, my friend, that is a monumental achievement. Oh, I tell you. And especially in this year of 2020, which could have induced that act at any one moment. In fact, the other afternoon I tried to take a nap and my wife made me sign a do not resuscitate order. Oh, yes, this year has stressed us to the limits, yet you have gone through the entire year without the need for a poncho. I admire you. I tip my hat to you, my friend. In fact, the last time I remember a story about vomiting, I was off to Papua New Guinea there with the little naked natives of Bantu Besh. Oh, yes, diminutive in their size, but not in the scope of their wisdom. For they were trying to teach me how to master the most primitive of jungle weaponry, the blowgun. Yes, they tried to teach me how to negotiate a small poisoned dart through a long bamboo tube. Well, I put that tube up to my lips and I developed an instinctive impulse to inhale. I ended up shish kebabbing my uvula. And as the poison released itself through my body, I began to projectile vomit. I dropped to the floor, curled myself into a little fetal ball, and screamed, "Oh, Mommy, make it stop." Fortunately, the shaman of the tribe was wise enough to concoct an antitoxin tea brewed from the ganjawa tuki nut. And I was back to myself inside of 20 minutes. Oh, yes. So I celebrate your time. My goodness, 1987. God bless you, my friend. Happy holidays. And if you've been able to, if you have been able to avoid the vomiting in 2020, 2021 should be a breeze. God bless you, my friend. Farewell. And in the words of Peterman, fare forward.
Fair forward.
Fair forward.
That is so cool, Dan.
It's so weird though that I didn't realize that we would still be on the screen, or at least you guys would be. It blocked me.
we got to. It was like a viewing party.
So now we know that if we ever do something with the sides grayed out, we can overlap it.
Yes, reverse letterbox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want something in the center of the screen, you can do it in the very center of the screen.
I bet you we could. I bet you we could trick this to make it work.
Yeah, I've done some stuff. It's interesting. Yeah, no, it's all right. Okay, so here's what I've got. This will be a good one.
Cool is that? How come everybody's avoiding like how cool that was? That was.
Oh,
like,
I'm sorry. We watched that last. We watched that. What
Yeah,
was
they
that?
lost it on the actual day.
Sorry. Isn't that
I'll
awesome?
play it for you, Michelle.
Yeah, that was for you. And anybody
cool.
who's seen it.
Yeah.
Isn't that awesome? And he did. I mean, I love how far he went with it and how much he pulled in.
His voice is so nice.
Yeah, and Dan revealed when he showed it last week that the only information he was given was that it was from these people to Dan, and he hadn't been 33 years. He didn't. All of the rest of that was from him.
He just made it all up.
Wow.
And what's amazing is you look at some of them, and some people are like, "Hey, I hear you're having a great day, Frank." And Mary and John say, "Happy birthday," and that's it. And that's $200.
Right.
Like Craig Ferguson used to always do in his show, goes, "Could you make sure you catch the special because it's on at a certain time in your region?" He would always cover his mouth when he was.
They could dub over.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Happy birthday, Bob.
But yes.
But Kevin from The Office, the guy that played Kevin from The Office, he's made over $1 million doing those this year.
That's awesome.
And he makes them funny and stays in character sometimes.
He puts real attention to it, yeah.
Yeah, and some people don't. Mark McGrath has some funny ones. We played that one once where he had to fire a guy. Yeah,
well, I think that word gets around that you can get a great one from certain actors.
I guarantee you it does, yeah.
Somebody offered me money for pictures of my feet.
Well, I hope you took it.
What money are we talking?
Who's going to recognize your feet?
I just made that connection between, celebrities selling, videos of themselves. So
See, and I've heard of this being a thing, and I'm curious, what kind of money are we talking about here? Are we talking like $3?
I don't get that far.
I feel like that's crucial.
If somebody says they'll pay me to do anything, my first question is how much? Not no.
Yeah, because the question is like, if you're going to offer me $5 for a picture of my feet, that's a little creepy. If you're going to offer me $800 for a picture of my feet,
hand me your camera.
Yeah,
I'm going to say left or right.
What's your cell number? That's fine.
Everyone has their price.
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
Everything's for sale.
Everything's for
Mine is
sale.
really low.
And you're in Vegas, so what happens there stays there. We need to get Burdine on with men's.
I don't think next week's question is
Where's Rick?
What is, how much would you charge for pictures of your feet? That's
okay. Next question.
to figure out
Rick charge?
My question was, how do you make feet sexy? Like, I know how to make myself look good or a model look good, but like, how do you make feet sexy?
I don't think that's
310 million. That's his number.
There's a Demi Moore movie in here somewhere.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I think we could really delve into this on Wednesday. Well, see right there, that might
was
be
free. That was free. See, we owe you now.
Yeah.
I don't know what because you won't.
Is free, but if you want both,
that's just the tease. Yeah.
Trident chewing gum. There you go. Pay me in gum.
Right. So I
have to say that was spectacular.
It was spectacular, right?
And there she goes.
So we're gonna end with this. So this is there's a DJ who remixes songs and does these amazing mashups. DJ Earworm. If you've not heard of him before, check him out on YouTube.
Wasn't he in Star Trek 4?
Earworm, I believe he was part of the Rapid-Con. I'm not sure.
What is it there?
It's DJ Earworm.
Okay.
He does the most amazing mashups and medleys. He got popular in the probably 2015 or so, where he was actually hired to do mixes before some of the big award shows, where the celebrities are arriving. He would do mashups and mixes for those. He does a yearly one every year of all the songs of the year, where he tries to turn all those songs into basically a new song using nothing but snippets and clips. And
so there was a year he did All About That Bass.
I'm sure there was a lot of that going on. So today he released a new video on YouTube called Time of Our Lives, songs from every year, 1970 to 2020.
Oh my God.
I know.
They're our lives.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, well, isn't that interesting that those happen to be the years for Dan and I that we've been around? So I thought, well, let's see if this gets us kicked off. And basically we'll see who can.
Yeah, that's cool.
So basically what I want to do is I want to play the video and see how many songs people can name as they go by. They go by pretty quick. And they go by quick enough that I don't think we're going to get flagged. But if we get flagged, we'll probably get kicked off of YouTube and probably Facebook later.
But this is you're playing a video on YouTube. It'd be weird to get flagged for playing a video on YouTube on YouTube.
I've done that.
But Dan has done that, absolutely. And so it's possible. So see what you recognize from each year. If you figure out the song table, throw out a name. I'm not going to try to keep score of who's getting them because it's going to go by way too quick. But let's see what you can recognize.
Times Our Lives. Layla, yes. Play that funky music, White Boy.
Superstition.
Oh, Superstition. Theme from Shaft.
You know what I could do?
Give a little bit, super quick.
What I'll do is right at the end, I can turn on the title. There it goes.
You caught it.
Safety dance.
Nice.
99 Luftballons.
Wasn't quick enough on that
one. Free Falling.
Free Falling, yeah.
Oh, no,
it's back in my life.
Pour some sugar on me. No delay. Freedom.
Oops.
Leave it off, Eric.
There you go.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh,
Nice.
Tennessee. I'm a loser, baby.
Dave Matthews.
Another air clap. Chumbawamba. Crystal Blue.
Bittersweet Symphony.
Mambo number 5.
Oh, baby, baby.
And I stopped listening to their music at this point.
Boy, they all sound alike at some point.
Oh God, we're old. Cranes.
That King Cole? One I knew again.
Sorry.
So are we.
I like Justin Bieber.
Should not be the song for 2020.
It should be 2020 DJ Earworms, songs to make you feel old.
That took a turn.
Wow.
Took a turn.
Yeah, let's never play that game again.
We did well in the 70s and even into the 80s a bit. Then it sort of started
the 80s and some of the 90s.
Yeah, about 95 we fell apart.
2000, the Britney Spears was pretty stood out. I felt the.
I love Post Malone. Like there was Post Malone.
The Sunflower song was huge.
I love him.
Well, the Chumbawamba song, Tub Thumping, was actually, Michael should remember this, was the theme song of the Dr. Laughs Comedy Club. I played that before every show. Because it says, oh, Danny boy, Danny. I get knocked down and I get up again.
It also said Pissing the Night Away.
And that's what we did.
Which I was DJing for a Christian, a Beaver County Christian school. And after one dance, you know, the following dance where I had played that previously, they were like, you know that one song? Could you not play that again? Okay.
You mean the CeeLo Green FU song? I can,
yeah, that was. He said, I can do worse than that.
Yeah, no, that was over the line.
And didn't you have somebody complain to you when you played Personal Jesus at a Geneva thing?
I had that at a Geneva College thing, but it was a student. It was a student. Yeah. This was the principal of the school. Who, you know, we danced around the lines. You know, it was, you know, they were a very, you know, they were very open to letting the kids have some music that they would really enjoy. And I thought that line in there is pretty buried. You'd have to be paying attention. So I don't think anybody caught it that night. But I think in hindsight, somebody was like, pissing the night away.
You know, sometimes when you get knocked down, you should just stay down.
That's very true. It is very controversial.
Yeah. And then Mambo number 5 was when I was in New Orleans, we played that at Fast Band Global Cast. Like that was one of our songs before it came out. Like we had Mambo number 5 and Who Let the Dogs Out. It was like
you were hipsters for Mambo number 5.
Yeah.
For so Lou and Baha Men, you were like on the cutting edge.
Oh no, we didn't have the Baha Men version.
Who did let the dogs out?
We were driving one time. My son, he's probably 4 or 5 years old, and it's out of the blue. He goes, "Daddy," I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "I have a question." I go, "Yeah." He goes, "What if at the end of this song, Who Let the Dogs Out, they just said Mike?" It was Mike, and he didn't even know you, Menza.
That's awesome.
And no, but it was like Fat Jack and his pack of rats is who did Who Let the Dogs Out before the Baja Men. Yeah. So we had this annoying version that we played.
Not compared to the regular version, which wasn't annoying at all.
Oh, it wasn't. Too. The regular version really wasn't annoying until it got played to death.
Yeah.
I mean, it really isn't a terrible song. It's just a dumb song.
I would love to be able to find
clever and stupid.
I was going to say, can somebody cue that up?
No, we'll get shot. We'll get unless we go just on foot.
We'll get knocked down.
I was going to say YouTube's algorithm has gotten rough if they're going to go out and shoot people now.
I know socialism is here then, right?
We're going to get shot
in honor of deer season. We'll get shot.
Well, YouTube did not kick us off.
Your videos down, but we will shoot you.
Yeah, I've got no warnings on Facebook. And
I had a feeling it goes by pretty quick. They're very short and they're sort of all
like an Iranian nuclear scientist.
Copyright free though. That wasn't like the original music or anything.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, he's definitely taken the time to remix them. He's changed the tempo.
Some of them were very clearly identifiable as the original, and some were barely recognizable over his beat.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But here we go.
He's got a lot of amazing mixes. I recommend check him out.
I marked on my
from one DJ to another.
It was actually Fat Jack and his pack of pets, apparently. I thought it was
Did they also do the Jingle Bell Dogs?
I think he was responsible for the Jingle Bell Dogs.
Are they? Because they do have
no. Do they have a holiday album? Do they have a Spotify page? Can you follow them on Spotify? Is that an option?
Well, let's see. I don't know. This probably will get us kicked off. Yeah. But I just want to play it anyway.
Welcome to copyright infringement. Whoa. That is not what I expected.
It looks like Michael Moore.
I know. I thought that was Michael Moore. I don't even know what this is from. But
it might be. What are we looking at here? Whoa. What is going on?
This isn't the version we had. Hold on.
That's not right. What is going on?
Did they also do the original version of Pass the Dutchie?
What's nice? This is the remastered version.
I know. Maybe I should find the non-remastered.
That's the extremely white guy version.
Wow, that's something else. How many?
Is that the Bee Gees?
Oh, look at that! They have no likes. They have 3 likes, 3 thumbs up, and 1 thumbs down.
1,500 views since March. Wow, they came out right during the pandemic.
Wow,
right at the beginning. Hey, look over here. What happens if I play this? 1,500 views.
Going down the rabbit hole.
They came out right during the pandemic. Whoa, wow. That's just crazy.
Wait,
watching us.
Can we fast forward? Can we fast forward to later?
Oh yeah, let's find out what happened.
This is a Spaceballs joke.
Thank you.
I want to snap this.
How are we watching our own show?
Oh, no.
I'm going to say
it's gone Inception in here.
Hello.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Wait, bring me the script.
You cannot talk to your former self.
Wait, I got the script right here. Hold on.
One of 2 things could happen.
Look, I'm taking pictures. Look at that. It's so weird.
Oh,
us looking at us, looking at us, looking at us, looking at us, looking at us.
The smaller I get, the better I look.
I don't know how to stop it. That's the problem now.
You don't know how to stop it. Stop sharing.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, that's all you have to do is stop sharing. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. All right, so tomorrow, I think this is a good way to end. I think tomorrow Dan is going to be doing a car show with Rafi, perhaps.
Yes, we're going to talk about a very interesting car that's on Bring a Trailer. It might have sold already by now. I have to check, but I'll tell you what it is. I mean, the movie Tucker, which is a great movie. They made some duplicars. They made some prop cars that are on like 74 Ford LTD chassis, and it's just like foam core and it looks like a Tucker from far, but when you close up, it doesn't. And it was up to $16,000. And it's actually from the movie, and it's owned by Tucker's grandchild.
Oh my!
Who bought it most recently?
Wait a minute. I thought in the movie Tucker. They had all the remaining 39 cars. He had made 40 total, I think, and they had 39 of them still working, and they used those in the movie.
They did, but they also had some.
Am I wrong?
Yeah.
They had
There are
some
probably
prop
some
ones.
scenes that actually risk damage that they didn't want to use the real cars for.
Probably any of them for, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And they to make the mold, they Francis Ford Coppola owned one, and he probably still does. And they made the mold based on his car. And I think they needed to show all of them, and they didn't have all of them. And so they had these models that were like in the background. It's basically
I
like
listening to your show on Saturday.
oh, cool. Well, please listen tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. on the East Coast. And we will
I'll put
also.
it on and I'll be cleaning.
That's perfect.
It makes wonderful background cleaning.
It does. And
Dan
it also
inspires you to clean.
it does. And it also the podcast is doing very well. So you can check out the podcast wherever podcasts are.
So you can listen to in your car and all over the place.
Same
And
one time.
And then Monday night will be the movie night where we will be talking about Christmas at Pee-wee's Playhouse from 1988.
For those few of us who actually can
Exactly.
watch it.
Anybody who can find it or wants to purchase a copy on Amazon really quickly for overnight delivery. And the Santa Claus, Tim Allen's The Santa Claus.
I actually got the cliff notes for it, so I don't have to.
That's how you got through school, so why not?
The Santa
Yeah,
Claus, you know,
guy
they
named
came
Cliff
up with
is
a
sat
movie-
beside me.
You know they came up with a title before they had a movie.
That is very likely.
Yeah, it's an easy one.
You know, but
Let's call it
yeah,
Christmas
so
at Tuesday.
that'll be I think that'll be an interesting discussion for both of these on Monday night. So that's Monday 9:00 Eastern, 6:00 Pacific.
Yes. And then Wednesday, of course, at 6 p.m. will be
Festivus.
the Festivus party. And then the following Saturday will be the Blackhawk Class of 88 32.5 reunion, where we will have a memorial for a few of our friends that have passed, sadly, and teachers, and also catch up for the holidays and see how everybody's doing.
So
And
old.
I know. And we're the young ones on here. No offense.
I'm the oldest one here.
Age ain't
Maybe.
nothing. It was
How old are
Ali,
you?
age ain't nothing but a number.
That's true.
Yeah, but for some of us, it's a high number.
Some of it's a low.
Hang on, I'm
number.
going to guess Dave's age.
Oh no,
here we go.
he's got the
Here we
over.
go.
under.
Dave's age.
310 million.
Okay, whoever can come closest now.
Is that how much you're going to give me for pictures of my feet?
$65.
65. Is that per foot? Is that per foot or is that for both feet?
I would
Per
take
toe.
it.
Like $130?
I
Yeah,
think Dave's a year younger than my sister. I think you're class of 81, right? Or you're 82?
Me?
Yeah. Were you class of 81 or class of 82?
80.
Are you class of 80?
Wow.
You graduated with my sister.
We are
Yes,
the same age.
I know your sister.
I know you know my sister. She
Yeah.
was the prop master when you were Dracula. I remember, of course.
Yeah, and she went to Pitt when I was at CMU.
We are
Oh.
the same age. I'm 62.
You were born in 62, Mike?
Yes.
So I'm
Mike,
only
you're-
slightly older than you.
No,
May
no, no, no,
19.
no. You're no. Were you lying about your age in Orlando?
It's like a big reveal.
I never
You are
lied
not
about
the father.
He had a fake ID making him look younger than he was.
Michael, you're full of crap.
He wanted to get into the teenage parties.
He was born in 67.
You're really playing the fans' mind now.
He was like 3 years older than me. How are you all of a sudden 8 years older than me?
1962.
Maybe I'm thinking of.
I've always been older than you.
Oh, I know, but I thought you were like 3 years older. I didn't know you're 8 years. I wouldn't have hung out. I was like kind of creepy hanging out with you. In my 20s for crying out loud. You
This
were
is like a Marty and Doc situation suddenly.
wow.
I'm never speaking to you again.
You're like, hey Doc, did I come and hang out at your lab?
Wow.
Everything I knew about you was a lie.
Well, are you and Macy the same age, or is Macy younger than you? I had two friends named Mike in Orlando.
I think
Maybe
Macy's younger than me.
Maybe he's 1967. Maybe he's 53.
This is a big reveal. This is scary.
I don't know.
So
And I'm actually only 4 foot 2.
Hold on, hold on.
well, don't bring that up.
Oh,
Don't do that. That's not something you should put on the internet.
Listen, my credit is so bad.
Screenshot.
Somebody once stole my ID and it got better.
all right, 62. I thought that.
Oh my gosh.
There's no social security number on there. It's just a driver's license. Wow. Well, happy birthday.
Welcome
Yes,
to Identity Theft with Eridan.
Oh, wait, you're
exactly.
Menza, you're end of May too, right?
He said
May 27th.
May 27th. Eric's May 28th.
I'm May 28th. Absolutely. It's a good time of year.
Yeah. And my friend PJ's May 31st. I've got a lot of people
What year?
at the end of May. 70.
Yeah, I'm 70. So you barely made the Gemini cutoff, right?
No, it's 23rd.
Geminis are awful. Geminis are awful people.
Just barely. Yeah, it's the 22, but you know,
they're barely human.
They are.
I'm a Virgo. I was due to be a Leo. I was due on the 17th, but I wasn't born until the 28th.
Yes, of course. Because random position of the planets and stars on the day you were born determines your personality.
Exactly. It makes so much logical sense.
That's a whole other show.
That is a whole other show.
As soon as I finish flushing the virus out of my system with bleach, I'll get back to you on that.
Well, if I come over and sage your house, I bet you would feel better.
Well, sure. Would you be wearing shoes?
It's pronounced it's Sade.
It's emotions right now. Is that an offer or?
See, that's your next game, Eric. Guess their astrological sign.
You know, why not?
What do you mean to say?
Bruce Willis, Capricorn or Sagittarius?
Celebrities who were born this month. Guess their sign.
Well, you got two choices.
Well, no, you have to know what this month is. What is it, Capricorn right now?
Well, the months aren't always the right thing because
I know, because it's lunar based.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like Hebrew calendar, but different. Did I say lunar based twice?
No, I think I said loony based. But
loony based.
It's all loony based.
It's all about the base.
It's all about the base. Back to Megan Trainor.
crystals. I'm sending you some crystals, Dan.
Okay, I like Billy.
Crystal Gale?
And
Crystal. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Those are my favorite two crystals.
Crystal Light?
All right. So we've done it
all.
all.
Pepsi free?
I think we've done it all. I think we have.
We just pulled a Howard Stern. That's how he ends every interview. Well, you've done it all. You've said it all.
So anybody, we should let I think we let Michael plug his review site.
Yes.
YouTube.
What is it?
It's right there on his name. Michael Menza's Real Reviews.
Search for that on YouTube. They're very funny, very well done, and very well thought out movie reviews on YouTube. Definitely check those.
And some TV shows too, I think, right?
He does.
Is there a way to post the link on here?
Well, the trouble is he's streaming on so many different platforms. I'm not sure which ones it would show up on.
You to review these?
I think Dan can post to all from here. He can post a link in all the comments. Just really
with his godlike powers.
Yes. I'll pull it up real quick. Hold on a second. Menza Real Reviews.
It's my homepage. I don't know why you have to search for it.
So this is you. This is you.
Yes, I hear it playing.
Yes. Yep, absolutely. That's it.
Periscope.
There you go. Link in the comments for Michael's.
It won't be in Periscope because they say it looks like spam. Anything that's not like www.something.com and that's it, they think it's spam. But it's on Twitch and YouTube and Facebook. I put the link on all the pages.
Fabulous. And if you can't find it in the comments, just search for Menza's Real Reviews.
Yes, it's the first thing that comes up when you do it.
And if you're looking for, photos of Michelle's feet, those are going to be available on Instagram
and Fiverr.
You have a fans only page. You have an OnlyFans page. Is that right, Michelle?
You know what? I was thinking of getting one over this quarantine, and I have many stories to tell. But yes, no, I don't have one.
That'll be on Cameo. You can pay her to tell stories with her feet.
Oh, that would be, actually a YouTube video of your feet as the characters of the show.
Like feet puppets. You have.
That would be pretty good. You can do interviews with your feet.
Kramer! Oh, Jerry.
Oh, now Dan has you reenacting Seinfeld episodes with your feet.
Yes, recreating Seinfeld, exactly. J. Peterman here.
The sign feet.
I'm dropping.
I swear. I hadn't puked since 1987.
That's crazy.
I curled up in a ball and cried, "Oh, mommy, make it stop."
Fantastic.
My next album is gonna be called Shish Kebab My Uvula.
This is a fantastic.
Oh,
what did you pay for those?
How much were you paid for those?
Content.
I think like $25 on Amazon.
Wow.
I don't know. We have a Hobbit on here.
I think you could get somebody to pay $25 for pictures of those.
No, those weren't hot. My Hobbit feet wore out quick. I don't have those anymore.
We have an ending.
Yes, it is time for the ending. Let's get out of here.
Thanks
Again,
for
Michael.
having
Good
me.
night. See you Monday. See you tomorrow.
See you everybody Monday. See you
See
everybody
ya.
tomorrow. Yada, yada, yada. Good night. Drive safe. Put on a mask. Bye.
Goodbye.